Hello my YouTube buddies. Today I got something a little different. I'm going to show you guys how I personally, my way, nobody else's way that I know of, not better, not worse than anybody else, just the way that I do it, that I'm happy and I'm constantly learning because there's a lot to learn. I am going to show you the way that I bare shaft tune my arrows. Okay? So the first thing that I do is I decide on what spine of shaft I want. And then once I get that spine of shaft, I go and decide what kind of broadhead or what kind of field point I'm going to run. And I want to try to make it so I can run the broadhead same as the field point. So I get kind of an idea of what I'm going to do. So I get the point weight that I want on a regular shaft. This one has feathers on it. It has the big ones. I like to shoot the big ones sometimes, to watch them fly through the air, and just they give me good targets to aim at. So I take the shaft that has the fletching on it, with a full-length shaft, with the weight of the broadhead I'm going to use, or if I have to make it up with an insert, like I said a second ago, that's how much weight I want up front. And then what I do is, before I even start cutting this thing and shooting it, I tear off all the feathers off the quills. All the feathers. I take them all off. You're going to ruin, if you buy a box of arrows already pre-done, you're going to ruin one, but it's a sacrifice. Don't worry about it. So I take them all off. And see what it is. It's going to be more like the arrow full fletching is going to be there. Then that's the way I have it. So it's stiffer. The arrow's stiffer with the quills on it than a bare shaft. So you'll get more of an accurate tune. So there it is. That's the arrow shaft. That's the arrow shaft with the quills on it. It's full length. I think these are 31s. Start at 31. So I got the point on there I want, and I get a shooting. So I'm going to go out right now. I'm going to shoot one, come back, cut it, shoot one, come back. But not one time. I'm going to shoot it maybe 10 times until I feel. At first, you're going to be taking a lot more off. But I would start with maybe 1 inch at first. Then if you see it just move a little bit to the center, then you need to slow down and go maybe quarters. It's just better. And then go out even less. And try to give it 10 shots between each cut every time before you start cutting. That's to make sure. Because once you cut it, you can't go back unless you put more tip weight on the front. It might be more than you want, but the more the better. But you might have more than you want the whole arrow to be that you're trying to accomplish at this point. So let's go do some shooting and see where we're at. Okay, see my hay bale here? It's flipped up the other way because the wafers are going this way. Okay? Instead of, when you have the hay bale the way that people usually do it, on its side, the wafers are going to be up and down. These are side to side now. I like it this way because when you shoot your arrow, you get more of a better reading. You won't, when you get side by side, there's no resistance on it. It helps out a little bit. The block targets have it too. The wafers are this way. So when you shoot the arrow in, when it goes left or right, there's no resistance. So this is the way I do it. You'll get more of a better, accurate truing on your arrow shaft tuning. Like that. See, it's easy. So it's more sensitive than going this way. See how that is? I'm going to walk off about 16 steps. Comes out to about 10 yards. I'm going to put the camera up front. I'll be behind the camera so you guys can see the angle of the shaft in the target much easier. Okay, here we go. First shot. Okay. It looks like we got knock left here. That's when the knock is kicked off to the left. So it's knock left. That means the shaft is weak. That means I need to cut down the shaft. But before I cut down the shaft, I'm going to do some more shots and make sure. But still, we know it is weak. Right there, you can see it. I put that line there so it's kind of a judgment line to help you something to aim at. Let's take another shot just to make sure. Yep. There it is. Knock left. So either we can take weight off the point or we can cut the shaft. I'm going to cut the shaft. Okay, that's an inch I cut off right here. Here's the inch. I cut off the front. The reason why I cut an inch off is because it was so crazy knock left. Now I'm going to only cut half inches off to be safe. But when it's crazy like that, it kicks out so much like that, it's better to just cut an inch the first time. Okay, now we're going to put the point back in. I use hot melt to secure my insert. Right there. It's got some points stuck to it, but who cares? Just I'm using it. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go try it again. Okay, look at that. I'm still gonna have to cut more off. Knock left. So let's go inside, and remember, like I said, only cut a half inch off. No, here's the half inch I just cut off, and there's the whole inch I cut off. So now we're back. So now we're at half inches. Now let's go try it. Okay, look, it's still kicked out left. So I already done 3 shots. It's the same. So now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna cut a 1/4 inch off it. But I'm getting close here. So just a 1/4 inch, that's all I want to do. Okay, there's a 1/4 inch, half inch, and whole inch. I just cut a 1/4 inch off. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's still knock left. So we'll go in and cut another 1/4 inch off. We're getting close though. Okay, another 1/4 inch. Let's go try it. Okay, when you get to where you have to cut off 1/4 inches, that's when you need to take like 5 to 10 shots before each cut now. So let's do some more shooting. You can see that it's still weak. It's still knock left, but I did one shot that didn't come out so good because my release was bad. So it made the shaft stiff because I didn't pull it back as far as I normally would do. So you'll saw it before. It was a little bit straighter the way you want it to be. So I did 2 more shots and it verified that, yeah, it's not quite there yet. So let's go cut another 1/4 inch off. Okay, see that? Still knock left. Still knock left. I did 4 shots to verify it. It's still knock left. Okay, if I was just going to shoot targets, this ain't that bad. I want no worse than this, knock left. But I can get by with this because the feathers will straighten the rest out. But since it might be a hunting arrow, I want to get it as straight as I can for penetration. I don't want to lose nothing. So let's go do another 1/4 inch cut. Okay, see that? It's still knock left. We're getting closer, not as fast as I want it to be because I'm doing real short measurements just to show you guys. But when you do this for a while, you get kind of a knack for it. You can do it fast with bigger measurements. You'll know where to go, how much to cut off. But I'm gonna go for another 1/4 inch. Okay, look at that, it's getting closer. It's getting a lot closer. So maybe another 1/4 inch. Yeah, another 1/4 inch. Okay, I just cut a 1/4 off. I'm getting really close now. Let's see where we're at. Okay, not quite there. Just cut another 1/4 off it. And one other thing here. If you're gonna have, you plan on having a wrap on your arrow. Right here is the wrap. That's under the feather, the pink. Here's another thing you can do. Is if you plan on having a wrap, this is the wrap right here. If you plan on having a wrap on your arrow, you need to put it on when you start the tuning process, because it will stiffen up your shaft and it will add weight to it. There's been times where I've had shafts that were just too weak, but they were right on the borderline to where I can use it and not use it. So what I did was I put on a wrap, and it made the shaft work. It stiffened it out, so it slid it right into where the arrow is going to come in straight every time I tested it. So it worked perfect, and it adds some weight. Let's cut another 1/4 inch off this little sucker, and then we'll shoot it. I'm getting close. It's just a lot of trips. It's a lot of work to do these arrow tuning. Once you get it, you need to just keep it, unless you're into that shit. Okay, let's go try it again. Cut a 1/4 inch off. Let's see how it shoots. Arrow's almost there. Okay, what I'll do now is I'll take the arrow shaft and I'll go and I'll shoot it about 20 times, and I'll see if it's shooting the way that I would normally shoot, not the way I shoot testing. Okay, I just shot the arrow shaft about 15 to 20 times, and in a typical situation, and it still needs to be cut. So I'm going to cut another 1/4 off, but I guarantee this will be the last time. Okay, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure this will be it. Okay, it's the last cut, another 1/4 inch off. I'm pretty damn sure it's going to work. Okay, you can see that it's still weak. So, but if I didn't have the quill on there already, I would just call it a day right there. It's so close. because the quill would just stiffen it and straighten it right in when I put feathers on. So I'm going to do it one more time, just like the 7th time, 8th time or so, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do it one more time because it's so damn close. It's got to go right about now. It's at that point, because a lot of times you can go a little bit, then all of a sudden it just goes. Sometimes you can go too far, but if you just plan it right and take your time, you can get it just right. So let's cut another 1/4 off it. Look at that, it's right where I want it. Right there, a little bit weak, and I want it that way. Okay, good, that's where I want the arrow to be. It's a little bit weak, I want it that way, so if something's screwed up, I can still cut more off because you can't go back. So I just want to be able to cut more off if anything just doesn't work out my way. I'll shoot it a couple more times to make sure. But that's it right there. See that? Some people just call it a day right there and say hell with it. But I'm going to shoot it a couple more times. Yeah, it's right on there. It's a little tiny bit weak, but not enough to make a difference. See? Right there. It's a little bit weak. But I'll shoot some targets in the yard and I'll come back. Yes, I just shot about 30 targets at different ranges. It shoots right on. It just happened to be perfect. It shoots so straight you can hardly even see the arrow. It goes just like this. It's so damn straight. So I'm going to put some feathers on it, and then we'll see how good it shoots with feathers on it. Okay, I just fletched it up. Took 10 minutes. I put some fletching tape on there. Let it dry for a little bit, like 8 minutes or whatever. And that's why I like fletching tape so much. If you want to put feathers on something, on an arrow shaft, just to see if it's what you want, you don't have to wait overnight or just do it real quick. And if it shoots good, right after you do it, you keep it. So let's see how the arrow comes out now. It's all together. So let's see how we did. Let's see how straight the arrow flies. Okay, I just shot that arrow. Let's walk up and see how straight it came in. Look at that. That's pretty good. Right there. Straight line. Even though it's got feathers on to straighten it out, but still, it's not whacked out when it hits the target. Okay, let's shoot it at 10 yards now to see if it changes at all. Okay, let's see how that came out. Yep, straight too. No problem with penetration. We took our time, we made it work. Okay. Let's try it at 27 yards. So that means we did. So that means we did 10, 20. Let's go another 7 yards back. Okay. Hopefully I can hit the damn target. Let me get the arrow right behind it. Ow, fucking that cactus. Okay, hope you guys can see that shoot. Do it one more time. Stepped on a damn cactus right here. Put my foot right in that sucker. Okay, 27 yards. Let's try it again. See how it flies. I think that worked out pretty good. Okay, my YouTube buddies, this is the way that I tune my shafts. There's plenty of other people out there that do it better than me, and they've been doing it for many years. But for how I shoot and the style I shoot and the way everything got to do with how I shoot, this is what I do every time. So hopefully you can pick up something that'll help you out, because you can listen to different people, and just one person could tell you the same thing that everybody else tells you, but it's just the way he tells it to you that you get it. And that's what's happened to me before. So I hope I can at least help some people out, you know, because traditional archery is a fun thing to do. Have a good one, and thanks for watching, guys.